What's up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and today I'm going to be trying to craft my quiver. To let you guys know on this, right now I've been using the Void Fletcher. Um, the Void Fletcher doesn't even come close to a well-rolled rare quiver, like by a really long shot. Just the two mods that I'm adding onto this are going to be more damage with nothing else on it than the Void Fletcher's total damage. So this is by far the better thing. I have, if you've noticed from early league to going into what's now getting close to mid league, I do recommend the Void Fletcher to players that don't have very much currency to invest because you can buy a corrupted one with no top mod really cheap, like 30 chaos or less. So for a really cheap item to put into the slot that adds a bunch of damage, this is a good option at this point in the league. The reason why I don't recommend it early league is because 20 exalts, you might as well just craft an absolutely insane rare quiver that's going to completely smash it offensively and possibly add defenses for you. So that's the reason why, it only becomes a good option when it's really cheap and you can't afford to make something better. So let's talk about the craft we're doing. Um, the main thing that we want on this is this frenzy charge, chance to gain a frenzy charge when you hit a rare unique enemy. Why is this specifically the strongest mod? In slot, this is the strongest mod because it adds two things. Well, it gives us frenzy charges, which in turn are giving us two things. We have the cast attack speed per frenzy charge, 4%. So with our base frenzy charges, we'll now have a reliable 12%. Specifically with this frenzy charge generation. This is the best frenzy charge generation because it gives you chances to get frenzy charges on hitting a rare or unique. Why is this important? It's important because this is going to increase our damage against bosses, which is something that is kind of the weak point of the ice shot. So if we add another thing that makes it stronger in mapping, that doesn't really help us on its weakness. And as we move into a min-max of the ice shot, we want it to be able to just smash everything. So that's the reason why we've specifically chosen that as one of the mods that we're absolutely wanting on the quiver. The other thing that it does is it gives us damage modifier per frenzy charge. It's 4% more, which is a key there. It's not increased. Increased is, you can think about increase like the shitty version. More is the dope version. So for the one slot, we're gaining 12% attack speed and 12% more damage with just our base 3 frenzy charges. Once you get to a higher level, you can actually increase this because we have a nice slot right here where we're going to get another boost from our brutal restraint. So if you get your brutal restraint to have something good on that slot for 2 points, you're going to gain 4% attack speed, 4% more damage, and the bonus from your brutal restraint if you get something good on there. In other places, I wouldn't necessarily say going for more frenzy charges like here is going to necessarily be worthwhile just because the things that we have to give up at this point, we're kind of stretched on our points to get everything in. And the, the give up for the gain, this, like I said, we're kind of getting an extra bonus on this one. So I'm going to be going for 4 frenzy charges once I have this quiver, just because the per slot for those 2 points are going to be really high. The thing is, for my specific craft, I'm already at a place where right now I'm using the Void Fletcher, which is giving me no HP. The reason why I selected this for a temporary cheap slot is because it gave me the cold resistance I needed to get capped up. I'm at 88%, so I do have to wind up getting my cold resistance up. So if I get cold resistance on this craft, that would be really good for me because I'll be able to just slot it right on and start using it. If this fails, this is something you have to understand. This is not an easy craft. Why is this not an easy craft? It's not an easy craft because one mod that we absolutely want on this craft, is a speed type modifier. The other mod that we are selecting is the tier 1 percent of physical damage is extra cold because this is another best in slot mod. These are the two mods that we definitely want on it. So one is a cold mod, one is a speed modifier. So in order to get this if our initial slam fails and we exhaust all of our, chances to move stuff around, the option there becomes fossil crafting, which we're going to have to use shuddering fossils and the frigid fossils, which this is a viable way to get it because attack speed in the bottom is going to be good. So we'll have two good things we're going for there. Plus the frigid fossil is going to give us the chance for the cold resistance that I specifically need. It's also going to give us a chance for number to number cold damage per frenzy charge. This will wind up resulting in a 16 to 28 cold damage, so it'll be effectively kind of like a tier 1 cold damage roll. So not like wow amazing, but it would be a good slot. For myself personally, since I'm already running the build without any HP on the slot, HP would be a good slot, but it's not something I require because I already have quite a bit of, I already have enough defenses. Because I am using the Zodiac, I have the damage reduction, I'm at 4729, and if I did need more defenses, I have the choice of adding an extra small cluster with defensive stats. Anyways, let's go and slam this and see what we end up with. Okay, we have the mods that we wanted, obviously. The increased area of effect is not bad, but as a prefix, it's not really that good. Increased critical strike chance. The reason why I selected a blunt head quiver for this is because this is adding no percent chance to my critical, and I'm at 99.8% effective critical, so percent chance for critical strike is actually a completely useless slot for me. So this might not have actually been a bad roll. For some people, the area of effect, I have enough area of effect. Not really what I'm looking for on this. So I'm going to go to Beastcraft, and then if the Beastcraft fails, then I will be preparing to do Fossil Craft, and there will be a second section to this. But let's go and give it a shot. See if I can get lucky. What is worse for me? We're going to go... I think we're going to go top down first. Or actually, I guess we're going add a prefix, remove a suffix, because I guess I don't have the other beast.
The first ones are watching survival.
Pruning a branch can save a tree.
The ritual is complete.
Come on, no rip! Okay, it didn't rip. Oh, but I got terrible elemental attack damage. Alright, well, I'm going to have to double craft down on this. I'm going to have to take and use... I'm going to have to buy some... Apparently, I ran like 50 beasts, and apparently I didn't get any of this beast. I kind of was expecting to have some. So I'm going to do a second part on this video. I will go ahead and wind up making sure that I have fossils and stuff like that. I'll do a second part where, more than likely, I'm not going to get lucky 2 times in a row trying to re-roll those things. I am looking for a really top-tier quiver. This is not going to be a cheap craft unless I just get really lucky. So we will continue this in a second part. Thanks for watching. Peace.